Hello, this is LWilliams from California International University. I am making this presentation for the managers of Springfield General Hospital, uh, for the managers to talk about how not to make a problem worse with CPOE, with the changes that's going to be done very soon. This is the agenda for today. We're going to start with an introduction, which is what we're doing now. We're going to follow up with an overview of changes that Springfield General Hospital will be making. We will go over the steps of the change process, which includes an organization uh, sequence that we'll be doing to make the changes. We do want follow up by Q&A, which if you have any questions, please save that for that time. And then we'll go over the conclusion of this presentation. Let's go over the issues with the current system. Adverse drug events, which includes things like prescription errors and miscommunication due to similarities of drug names. They have been hurting and killing patients in the United States hospitals, and it's a good amount of them, to the point that it's an amount of concern. And it costs healthcare organizations billions of dollars per year. So there's a loss of money and a loss of life. Heroin identification has been identified as one of the most common types of error that is labeled under the adverse drug events. Fortunately for us, there has been advancements in technology that will help us with this. So we discussed this issue with advisors and managers, and we came to a solution to make a decision to utilize computerized physical order entry, or CPOE for short. This will all physical prescriptions for medication and treatment will be entered into the hospital's IT network. Computer entries, including both treatment and pharmacy staffs, will be available for all hospital staff. So that's going to be managers and administrators. That's going to be also the common staff. The system will catch all prescription errors, which include incorrect doses, duplicate requisitions, patient allergies, adverse impacts, patients statements of multiple medications being prescribed to a patient. The system also displays the patient's complete medical record, as well as the latest clinical guidelines for the treatment. So this is a pretty robust system that would be good for our employees. However, we have to consider that it would take some time for our staff to get used to this new technology, to utilize it correctly, and to be in consent with it. So we're going to follow the methods that have been used by Kurt Lewin in terms of uh, unfreezing the current status quo of the company. And to do this, we're going to have mandatory workshops for all staff to discuss the utility of the CPOE. We're going to follow that up by having set a trial period for the program before full usage with a house staff group. So in other words, we're not going to completely just throw this out there to the entire staff, as that will probably lead to disaster and to lead to a negative outcome at the end. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to start small and see how this goes. We're going to gather feedback from employees and discuss results in group meetings. We're going to use this feedback to recognize misconceptions and issues that employees have during the trial period. We discuss the processing during staff meetings and prepare for future workshops on how to properly use CPOE. Ultimately, we are planning to implement the technology throughout the whole company. but it will not be until the trial data showcases the satisfactory results among all of our employees. The goal here is to remember that even though managers and advisors are up for the change, it may take them time to get this from the implemental stage in terms of how effective it will be, and consider the people that we work with. If you have any questions at this time, please feel free to ask now. Otherwise, you can email us at any time, in which if you have any criticisms, concerns, or advice, please talk to us. Or things that it's not just us managers that we need to talk to, but we need to talk to all staff. So talk to your coworkers as well about the future of this company. Have a wonderful day.